this is Louis D. Fresh bringing it to you on a Monday afternoon. I hope you're doing well. I thought I'd take a YouTube video from my office, which is rare. So I thought I would take the opportunity, being that I'm alone here at the office and being that I am naturally loud, to shoot a video here. So what we're going to be talking about on the college segment of our YouTube channels, we're going to be talking about part one of student loans, because I think I'm actually in the future going to talk more about loans and maybe something specific and this and that. But I want to do a little helicopter view. That's what I'm going to do, two parts. And this first part is going to be about federal loans, subsidized and unsubsidized. If you want to write it down, I'm going to show you the thing here, subsidized and unsubsidized. And I think it's important that that's the first step. And after you have exhausted your financial aid search, in terms of you doing your FAFSA, the free money that you're going to get from the government, based, again, I'm doing a review for the any type of state aid that you may get, such as in Florida has the Florida Bright Futures, any type of aid that you're going to get from the college itself, the particular scholarships, and of course the private scholarships that I told you about, scholarships.com, Scholarship Monkey, fastweb.com. And once you bundle your federal free money, your state free money, your college free money, and the private scholarship free money, then you look at these loans. And first thing you should take a look at is these federal loans. And next time we're going to talk also about part of it is also a federal loan, but it's also private loans. So that's what we're going to be looking at when we're talking about loans, or we're talking about financial aid in order to finance your college education. So as I said, I'm here in the office all by myself. So we got it here. We got student loans part one. Federal direct loans, subsidized and unsubsidized. I'll give you a second to write that down, because I know those are funny words. So make sure we write those words down, because they will be included in your financial package that comes through the FAFSA, which I'm going to show you at the end of this video. So we're talking about money. We're talking about money is going to go from the federal government, as it were, to your hands, and loans that you're going to sign for that you will eventually pay back. And I think that's kind of an important point as I was flipping to the next slide. It is money that you will pay back. I know that there's things, this is 2023, April 10th, 2023. This will air, what day is today? 9 plus 7, 16th. This will air on the 16th of April, but of 2023. And I know there's a lot of talk on whether to forgive debt and all that. Assume the government is not going to forgive your debt. So I don't want you to go and say, oh, well, the government's going to pay for my education. Think of it this way. Hey, the government is not paying for your education. I'm paying for my education. So therefore, who qualifies? You must be enrolled at least half-time at a college that uses these loans. Two key things there. It must be half-time. So in other words, you probably need to be taking at least 2 or 3 classes in order to qualify for that loan. And you also have to realize, does that college use those loans from the federal government? Say, oh, of course, it's federal money. Especially if it's a private school, they can do whatever they want. They could say, hey, we're going to accept those federal loans. We're not going to take those federal loans. So you really need to kind of make sure that they will accept those federal subsidized or unsubsidized loans. So check with your local school that you are applying to and accept to. And you must be a U.S. citizen or eligible for non-citizenship. In other words, to be a resident. You cannot be illegal, so you must be at least on the either a citizen or working towards it, or you're a legal resident. Continuing onward, who is eligible for these subsidized and unsubsidized loans? You must have a valid Social Security number. I remember I still have my Social Security card that I got way back. I believe it was 1984. I believe it was. And it's all beat up, but you need it, because you never know. That is really one of the hallmarks of this country. You don't have a Social Security number, you are nothing in this United States of America. People who want to get here from other parts of the world, make sure that you, when you come here, that you do get a Social Security number, because or else you really can't do anything. They don't care about your name or anything. They care about your Social Security number. You need one of those. You need a high school diploma or a GED. I have to look back on my archives. I don't think I've spoken about a GED, the equivalency diploma, but you're going to need something showing that, hey, you have indeed finished something from high school or something equivalent to it. And you cannot be defaulting on any existing federal loans. As I was doing a research, I know I used to emphasize federal loans, but dare I say any type of loans, because you really don't want to have that mark, that scarlet letter, as it were, on your shoulder, saying that you've defaulted, or you've kind of said blown it off, or you're saying, nah, I'm not going to pay it back, because it will come back and bite you. So make sure that you do not default, that you don't say, hey, no, forget it. They'll forget all about me. They're not going to forget about you. So make sure that you have not defaulted on any loans. Now that we have seen who is eligible, let's see what a subsidized federal student loan is. Your federal student loan, my little piggy bank there. What is it? It's only eligible for undergrads. In other words, you are first time going to college, and it's your freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year, first, second, and third year of college. That is what an undergraduate is. So again, make sure you write that down if you need to. You're going to be in your freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior year, first, second, or third year of college, and you have not graduated from college. Then you are eligible for a subsidized loan. Loan is determined based on your financial needs. So if you need that money, you can get it to fund your education based on your financial needs. So if you need it, that it's available. So in other words, you can't just say, hey, I'm going to get a loan just because. You have to show, write it down, demonstrated need. Write it down, demonstrated need, that you need money in order to go to college. Once you have exhausted those avenues of financial aid that I have mentioned. Again, your federal free money, your state free money, your college free money, and your private scholarship free money. Continuing was our subsidized loans, federal student loans. Interest does not start adding up until you leave school. So it doesn't start climbing, and it doesn't start adding up until you leave school. That is really, really, really good. So it just stays there. So you take out for fun $10,000. When you graduate, you will owe exactly $10,000. It will only start to add after you leave school. That's really good. Now, the U.S. government, in the meantime, there's our friend, the U.S. government, is going to start paying, also known as Uncle Sam, pays interest on the loan while you are studying. So that is phenomenal. So you don't have to worry about, hey, $10,000 as the example is going to be more than that. The government pays for it while you are in school. However, because remember, these loans are only subsidized are based on what you need financially based on your income or your parents' income. The lower loan amounts are available. So you may say, well, I really could use $30,000 as the example instead of $10,000. That won't be because of your financial need. So it really depends on your financial need. Therefore, you will have a limited offer of that loan. Continuing, what is an unsubsidized federal student loan? It is available to both graduates, like I mentioned, first, second, third year of college, and graduates. So, since we are thinking professionally, you may be going on to graduate school to maybe perhaps be a lawyer, going to law school, medical school. You may be getting an MBA, Master's of Business Administration, a CPA, Certified Public Accountant. You may be going onward, and you may have these high expectations, which you should. And that's where the unsubsidized loan comes in. So you may want to write that down. So it is for both graduate and graduate. So this is, again, really, really important that you know the difference, because especially with graduate studies, you will probably need to take out a loan to do some graduate studies. So that would be under the unsubsidized loans. Now, you're going to know financial need requirement, which is phenomenal. So you don't have to worry about your piggy bank, because people who come from families that are lawyers, doctors, whatever, bank executives, whatever it may be, they even may make, let's say, even a couple $1,000,000 a year. Now you may say, well, why would they need an unsubsidized loan? Because unfortunately, and you could also write this down because it's the truth, the more money you make, the more money you spend. So your family may have 4, 5, 6 kids and be making couple $1,000,000 a year, and they're gonna have 3, 4 kids in college, and they have a mortgage, and they have cars, and they have houses abroad, and they're like, I can't afford to send you to college. Or so that's where the unsubsidized, you don't have to worry if there is a financial need or not, because your family may make a lot of money, but at the end of the day, you're going to need the money because your parents can't afford it because of their own financial requirements, that they're spending lots and lots of money to maintain the household. So that's important. So if you're in that boat, because there are lots of people who have lots of money, but they really need loans because they just can't afford it. So no financial need required. So that would be unsubsidized. Continuing, the interest starts adding up from once you take out the loan. Now that's tricky. So let's say you're going to go to law school. Law school usually takes about 3 years. You may be getting your doctorate. You may be going to medical school, then a residency, and what have you. That loan is going to start really adding up. So you're going 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, graduate school, what have you. Or you may take 6 years to graduate undergrad. So once you take out that loan, the interest starts to add up, starts to accrue. That's a ooh la la financial aid word, accrue. Now here's the other caveat: the U.S. government does not help with the interest. So Uncle Sam is not helping you with that interest at all. So you're like, So that's why the loan starts to add up. Once you take out that loan, government's not going to help you. So that interest is going to start skyrocketing, and you're going to start paying for it. But sometimes you do what you got to do, and higher loan amounts are available, which is fantastic. Because who's kidding who? Let's address the pink elephant in the room. If you're going to medical school, you're going to law school, you're getting some type of specialty that you're going to need to take out higher loan amounts. But at the end of the day, it will help you to get where you want to be in order of your financial status. So higher loan amounts are available for unsubsidized loans. And that's why I wanted to take do 2 videos, because I know there's another federal loan that I want to address later on and next time. That's after we talk about the last minute summer programs, and so we're going to address that later on I believe in May. And something else with private loans, just an example. So that'll be part 2. But it's really important. That's a good starting point, and I'm going to show you as I finish this video where you're going to find your eligibility for these federal subsidized and unsubsidized loans. Hold on 1 second. Let me show you right now while it's on my brain. Like I said, while it's on my brain, it's usually going to come right after you do that the FAFSA, and it says, how do I apply? I was kind of flipping through this. How do I apply for the loan? Once you've submitted and the FAFSA, usually part of that I'm looking at the thing, loans are included in your financial aid package. So that federal direct loan, you see the direct loan is going to probably be in that package. But as I tell my seniors also, always, there's a hand. Always check in with your college that you're thinking about applying, that you've been accepted to, and that you're trying to see how you're going to pay for. They're the people there who are going to help you. They're the ones who say, okay, you got this. Again, reviewing, again, there's my teacher in me. Once you get the federal free money, the state free money, the college free money, the private scholarship free money, then you will address this. Hey, based on that financial package, what kind of federal subsidized, unsubsidized loans, what do you suggest? What do you think might be better? Talk to your family. Because this is all really, really important, because at the end of the day, it's your education, it's how you see things, how you view your world view of what's going on, and is it worth it, is it not worth it? I know some of my seniors will be like, well, I'll just go to the local community college. But at the end of the day, what is really going to help you to get where you want to be professionally? because you only get one shot at this. You really do. Because I mean, if you look back on my archives, I mean, I think this is my 112th video. I mean, I cannot believe how fast time flies. So you really, really need to start saying, hey, I got one life. I got to figure this out. I want to live the best possible life. And let's be honest, before I finish up here, loans are a part of life. They are. Like my car, my wife's car, we didn't have $20,000 or so, lying around. We had to take out a loan. The little townhome we live in, we just don't go, hey, we had to take out a loan. Things take loans. And so you wanted something a little better, but not correct, not outlandish, something a little bit better in your life. You're probably gonna have to take out a loan. So, but that's after you've already exhausted your free, I'm talking now about education. Once you've exhausted your free money, then you look at these federal loans, and then the other loans, which you're gonna speak of probably in the month of May. This is Louis D. Fresh. Make it a great day.